to show you're superior. You get one shot to be a warrior.
Well, good day to you. It is Tabasco the Egregious Biker, and I am coming at you live from the TBSCO Studios, the top of the world, at the bottom of the Gulf of America, in Florida. So, I got something special for you today. I'm going to do a little magic, a little wizardry. I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to teach you some shit today. I got a back camera going. I don't usually let backstage passes into the studio, but I'm feeling special today. So, I also want to share my screen. I want you to be able to see me. You know, my hands aren't sleight of hand or anything. So, we are going to, I saw a video last night about that birth certificate coming back up again. Not that half this country, pretty much or more, probably thinks it's fake and whatever. But it does matter. It matters. I mean, it matters to me. It matters because we can't have foreigners coming in here. Not that, you know, and just running for president. And then basically, you know, the one side of the shit sandwich, because they're both shit sandwich, both sides of the shit sandwich, if you ask me. I'm not going to get into the subject of all the other bullshit right now because this is, I want to knock this out because this is a little technical. I mean, I'm going to lose some of you. I'm just doing I've got some skills now. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this little clip of video from this gentleman right here, and his name is Just Be Honest With Us. But he's also from the United Kingdom, so I don't know if he's talking about our government being honest with us or him or what, but ain't none of them going to be honest with none of us because they're a bunch of narcissist liars. But it's about this sheriff or whatever that did this investigation. And look, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know why it took him so long because it ain't that hard to figure out.
Go get your popcorn. Go get yourself a drink. Come and sit down and listen to this. It's going to get interesting.
Reed Hayes, 40 years, a true professional. The man's a professional. The evidence noted herein is clear and convincing proof that the Obama Certificate of Live Birth, posted on whitehouse.gov on April 27, 2011, is a fraudulently manufactured document.
What the fuck?
Evidence indicates that this Certificate of Live Birth of Johanna Ani is one source utilized in the construction of the Certificate of Live Birth.
All right, that's good enough. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what in the fuck it took them so long, if these are forensic geniuses, because I've only been doing this shit for a year and a half, and it wasn't that hard. So what we've got here is to go get the documents. You just go to, just Google it in there, Obama or official live birth certificate online. The first one that comes up is National Archives at, you know, the whitehouse.gov. So this is the first one. I'm doing this just so people can see that I'm not manipulating shit. If you don't know how a PDF works, but I think most of you do, that you really, it's kind of like a photograph. You really can't mess with it. It used to be you couldn't mess with them at all. They were really secure. Then they got all kinds of shit now. You can break them. But I've never seen this before today. Scout's honor. So I looked at it. I'm like, well, that doesn't look right anyway. What the hell is there? How's there a roll on a flat piece of paper that this is supposed to be printed on? But whatever. I'm not from Hawaii. I'm from Ohio. Very close. But anyway, plus the fact that it's sitting on white paper behind it. I'm not going to get too fancy with you there. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the down button and download it. And we'll call it Exhibit A. But I don't want to type that much, so I'll just put A and hit enter. So we'll save it in my downloaded documents. Now what I discovered was there's another one. So I think that if you, when I was a kid, if you Gen Xers remember, you have your birth certificate, a lot of times they came out like a film paper or something, I don't know. Back in the olden days, at least they weren't on stone tablets like, you know, the greatest generation on earth. But anyway, National Archives, I scroll down a little bit. I see this one, just double checking, making sure I'm all right. It says long form. I'm like, what? Well, we could go down and look at like this one next. All these idiots, and they're going to have to eat crow because they're a bunch of morons. This Bronco, Snopes. Snopes is big liars on the internet, all right behind Google. But anyway, we're going to go to long form. I'm going to click on that. It takes you to this long form birth certificate, which I don't quite understand. So it's a document. But up here it says, you know, the birth certificate can be seen here, PDF, whatever. So this is now not the same one, right? But this could have been more modern. You know, the certificate number is redacted. This is fake too, by the way, and I'm going to show you that. It's not that hard. Okay, so I'm going to download this one. I'm going to call it B. If I can see the damn thing. I got to have my shades on because my future's so bright. I got to wear shades. B. Save. Done. It's like a YouTube commercial or a YouTube. That's how I learned to do everything. All right, so I'm done with that. I'm going to drop it. Bank. Go. Go away. Go bye-bye. Oh, also, this program today is brought to you by the sophisticatedbiker.com, digital media, and Twisted Wind Biker Mag. And if you were to go to those sites and you would go to the merchandise, you would find a shirt, long sleeve, tank top, and t-shirt that says, if you break the law, enforcing the law, you're a criminal. So that's all I got to say about that. And it's a really cool shirt, so go buy one, will you? It's ridiculous, man. Trying to sell some shirts here and shit. All right, so Canva. Anybody use it? You probably use CapCut. I hate CapCut. CapCut is got some interesting stuff, but really, it's only, to me, it just seems like it's just a video editing tool. Whereas I learned how to do Canva off of a guy on YouTube about a year and a half ago. I didn't know how to do any of this shit. They make it pretty easy though. Even my kid could have figured this thing out. Well, I don't mean to say anything against him. He's like 26. His hair is longer than mine. But my granddaughters could figure this out, and they're like 4 or 5. So what happens in Canva when you intake a document, a PDF, is it breaks it automatically for you, which I didn't know that until like literally 2 days ago when I'm working on a book and I brought it into Canva. Usually it's a little harder to, dissect a PDF. So I'm going to click on upload, and I'm just going to upload one that's a non-fake document. How about that? We have, let's see here. I think I had one somewhere. I was gonna. There's a case. There's a law case. I also wrote a summary motion for a buddy. We're going after them. We're gonna go to the Supreme Court with the suckers. You don't want Teflon Tabasco. You don't want to mess around here, buddy. This is also the Teflon Tabasco Law Office of Esquire. All right, so when it loads into Canva, which I should never have chosen that one, because it's way too long, but it comes in a PDF. Normally, you just can't move anything on them. You can kind of highlight them, but when it brings it into Canva, it's going to give me a bunch of pops-ups. It pisses me off. You can zoom in, and when it comes into Canva, automatically you can grab paragraphs and you can grab words and you can do editing, which is amazing, which kind of defeats the purpose. I thought the purpose was the PDFs were kind of like a JPEG. You couldn't screw with them. Well, you can now. Good old technology, man. Those aliens that are here really helping us out. That from the 12th dimension. But anyway, this is what it normally looks like, but you can still see, even though this was most likely typed as like a Word document, you can still grab the stuff and you can move it. But it's a very clean document, not all broken up. It's, it's like whatever. I don't know. But anyway, maybe they hit enter or something after that, and that's why it knows. So that's not really, I just wanted to show you that's what it looks like, because what you're going to see isn't that. It's going to look a lot worse. So I can get rid of that. And I'm going to go back over here, and we're going to do a new one. And I'm going to upload Exhibit A, and it's just going to explode it, man. I'll create a design. We're going to just do an upload the document. Upload. And then under my downloads, we've got A. Now, what's going to happen? This thing just blows apart, man. It's crazy. It's that bad. It's really bad. It's funny. It's really bad. All right, so there it is. So I just downloaded this sucker from the gov. Whatever, or .gov, whatever, whitehouse.gov. That pisses me off, some pop-ups. This thing, when it came in to Canva, it literally, I think what it does is it puts the text back the way it was originally somehow. I don't know anything about muscle memory, all that shit. But look at here. It literally took the text and twisted it, the whole thing, on the document. Now, normally you'd say, well, I just upload that other PDF and you can pull the text. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is it didn't do this. And what that guy was talking about was the multiple layers of bullshit that's on here, man. Are you freaking kidding me? Look, you can pull the whole undersheet. There's 3 layers right there. But it's insane. So they tried to pass this off as real. It's incredible. Because, so I can grab it, and I can turn it, and maybe I can put it back together. No, Humpty Dumpty ain't even putting this shit back together. I should be able to turn it somewhere. Where in the hell's my turning thing? But you can see this clear layer. Obviously, there it is. This is how it's supposed to be on this document. We'll get close to 90 degrees right there. So now I can actually maybe go back and line it up with the intentional scarring they put behind it, like as if, oh, we didn't do anything. Look at this thing, man. It's got digits all. I mean, it's a mess. There's an S there. There's a signature there. Down here, there's a line that shouldn't be like that. That's stuck to that sheet actually, so it's not even coming off. What a mess. This is the worst. I mean, I'm telling you, man. My granddaughter could do a better job of forging. I forged better letters or notes to the teacher than these sons of bitches, and how much they make. Look at this mess, man. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need a whole lot to be a forensic whatever photography person. Although my son has a master's degree in art photography, I should send this to him. I should disassemble it and send it to him and see if he can put it back together again. But it's not even that. Even this stuff is staying in different areas. It's not even part of that layer. There's got to be, I don't even know. I haven't looked, but there's got to be like 9 layers of this thing that they put back together. This is what they literally put. This is why I say that they don't even respect us anymore, because they don't even try to make this shit believable anymore. They used to try to make it believable. So that's that one. And what a freaking mess. Look at that. It's all over the place, man. There's all kinds of digits left over. So now we'll go and this is the other document. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring the other one in. So I thought, well, I might be proven wrong. Maybe they'll just be like, oh, well, that one's whatever. You shouldn't put that on the website, man, if it's, they're going to be that easy for somebody like me to figure out. So we're going to do this again. We're going to create a document. We're going to go grab B, upload B, and it actually looked pretty good. So I thought, well, maybe B is accurate. They'll just come back and say, well, blah, blah, whatever. They smoke up our asses. They always do. And lie. But I'm going to tell you what, they can't. Oh, my God. It's like reality doesn't even reel to these people, because you can't lie this badly. I mean, you really can't. You got to put a little bit of effort into it, man. It's just ridiculous. That, again, lack of respect. You insult my intelligence by not lying to me better. But so we got this one, which is, again, looks like a more modern version of the same thing. First thing I did was I wanted to know why there's a certificate number here. Didn't make sense to me. But, and it seems to be like, okay, so it seems to be like one sheet, right? So it's a sheet laying on top. I'm like, well, that's not really a smoking gun. I don't know why, because I'm not, but whatever. At least it's all together. It's like a document. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to come off. And so I went and used some of the tools. So if you go to this thing and I want to edit it, and they just released the Magic Studios on Canvas, so you can do all kinds of crazy shit. So I can do a magic eraser, a magic grabber, blah, blah. I'm going to use the grabber. I was like, I want to know what's underneath that sumbitch right there. That redacted bullshit. Let me show you. This is amazing. I don't know I haven't even seen this from anybody else. I might be the first one. Put this out on Fox News. I think I'm breaking the news story. What the hell if I can get this son of a bitch to go over there. There it is. There it is. Stop, you damn thing. All right, so look, watch this. I'm going to grab that son of a bitch. I'm not really sure how to use this damn thing. Click. I don't want the whole damn page, you dumbasses. Stop it. Stop it. I'll use the brush. Too big. Like fucking Mr. Rogers. So I'm going to grab this. This isn't the eraser. This is the same thing as the eraser, but it's the grabber. Now it knows what I want to grab. So I'm going to grab that son of a bitch. I'm pretty sure on a redacted U.S. government document from the White House, you should not be able to grab the damn redaction and move it and expose the damn number that's underneath it. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing? I mean, again, try, people. Now, I ran this sucker through ChatGPT's, and to the point where it started blocking me. and it turns red with that number. I do that a lot because I'm sure they got, bells and whistles and alarms in there, and it wouldn't even take the whole PDF because it has, Barack Obama on it, Oblama. But this certificate, we can't figure it out what it says. I ran through there a lot. So if any of y'all out there are better at this than me, or even ChatGPT, have at it. All you gotta do is throw it in Canva. And by the way, for the rest of y'all, Canva has a free account. You can get in there and do this. I mean, I make some badass, Emmy award-winning videos, but I can't figure out what this is. Now, on the green one, that the number at the top, certificate or whatever, isn't blurred out. So I don't know why this one is. It looks like N6, and then I ran through a bunch of different GPTs trying to figure out if they could figure out what it said. It said no bracelet, no bracket. I don't know. But I don't know. It said no something. And I really can't find any other Hawaiian. Maybe you guys could share this, and Hawaiian people maybe would have one like that, would maybe give us an indicator what it should say. But why would you go through the trouble of that if it's on the other one? Because it doesn't match the green one. But I don't know what it says. Figure it out. Somebody else figure it out. Look, I've done all the heavy lifting for you. You should not be able to move a redaction bar on a digitally secure document from the White House. Now, one thing further I noticed when I was messing with it is I took this and I changed the color of it just because I wanted to see if I could see those numbers behind it. I made it yellow. And then when I was moving this around to find it, I found out that there was also part of the document. There was also, I can't see it now. I don't know where the hell it went. You can go play with it. But there was part of the document was stuck to it still. And I don't know what the hell that means because I'm not a forensics. You can rip this thing apart. If you got time to mess with it, it's almost kind of fun. Disassemble it. In fact, I might have to use these badges for something. I mean, if I can get them off there, I guess. I was thinking you shouldn't be able to move a redaction bar from the second birth certificate. So the first one exploded into about 27 different layers. This one, and so when I ran this through GPT, unequivocally said that, no, that's not right. I didn't need my 12th grade education to figure that out, but I just, I had to double check everything. And it said that unequivocally that's an altered digital document, which means that it's been fraudulently changed. I don't even know what the difference is between this white version and the green version, other than maybe the green version was the older one. It's fake. Now, does that mean he wasn't born in Hawaii or he just lost his birth certificate? I'm not 100% sure. I can tell you where mine's at right now since we moved, but pretty sure it's real. So I haven't started breaking this apart even further, and I don't know that I will because I've already. I mean, look, come on, man. If I can do this shit, and it isn't that good. I'm not even. I just learned how to do this shit a year ago, but I could get the eraser out. So I know what it was. I took the background out, so I went to edit, and then that's when I turned it yellow. I took the background, removed the background, and then I don't know what the hell I did, but I called it the birthday card. It wouldn't let me load it in ChatGPT because I'm sure it was the name that was on it, or they got some metadata buried in it, and it wouldn't let me. Pissed me off, man, because I wanted to send the whole PDF in unmolested by me so that the GPT could maybe, I don't know, use that to go through it to see what the number is. If you go to the green one, I mean, that number at the top isn't even hidden. So I don't know what the hell is this. And then it goes off and just disappears. They add this shit. But the green one, man, that's just insane. That's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Oh, did I do that? Oh, that's that guy. Get out of here. What the hell was that? Oh, up here. I don't know. I lost my top bar. I don't know what the hell I did. But this green one is hilarious, man. So then I even went and tried to find others so I could just make sure. I got this thing all screwed up now. It doesn't matter. I've got other copies, but I mean, I wonder if I could think whose signatures on here I could use to send an invoice to You said, and get a bunch of money. They're going to make it bigger, smaller. You can't do this with normal documents if you don't know that. I don't get it. How would they even? Why do they even try to pass that as real? It blows my. That's just, I mean, God, how disrespectful. Anyway, have fun with it. It's kind of like, I don't know, more fun than the shit I did in school. But you're gonna leave little pieces of it all over the place and make a mess like confetti. And you have to clean up your own mess. But I did have another, like, I went and got somebody else's just to see what it did. And it's hard to, I mean, it's not hard to find them. I mean, you can just Google it and there'll be other ones. But there are more JPEG, and JPEGs you still can't. I mean, JPEG seems pretty solid. I'm not a Photoshop guy, so I don't know what you can do with it. But these are all photos. They're not a PDF, and it's clearly a photo. And they ain't try to pretend like it wasn't a photo. But I can't take it apart. If I could maybe try to take the background out of it, but I can't grab the redactions either, because it's a photo, because you can't do that. See, I can't take the background out. I can't take maybe I could erase part of it. Magic grabber. Grab the brush. I'll put it on the black thing there and hit grab, and it doesn't grab it. I don't think. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it did. Yeah, it did, but there's one right behind it. That's right. Because it's accurate. It's done correctly. And look, man, this is I don't know who it is, so I can't see their name because it's covered up and redacted, and I can't take it off. But this looks more sort of ish like the green one, right? But it's not green. But I don't know. Maybe the counties did something different. But at least it's it's assembled. Well, not assembled. It's an original document, and it looks like they did a great job of trying to fake it. But if I could just grab this whole clear top layer off the son of a bitch, I mean, that's just hilarious. So look, don't get your feelings hurt if this crushes you, because he's fake. He's a liar. They're all liars. They're all liars on both sides. I've been trying to tell you guys this, man. They're not on our side. If we benefit from it, it's like accidentally, because they have an axe to grind or they have an agenda. And if we happen to benefit, so be it. They don't give a shit. If we happen to lose everything, so be it. They don't give a shit. And that's the God's honest truth. I mean, Trump coming in like a wrecking ball, but they're still all elitists. And I saw a good video yesterday that explained it better than I can. I don't know the terminology, but one side is always the way their utopia is destruction. And that's basically to control everything, to get rid of the department stores and go to Amazon, but then control Amazon and get your information from news media that they own. They want to cut off your access to resources. They want to own those resources. That's one way of being an elite billionaire. Like, that's Obama, that's Bush, and there you go. But Republican, Democrat, it doesn't really matter. Then you got the Trump people that, I forget what they call them. They're not like the oligarch. The oligarch's one side and they're the other side. But they're more they want the people to be happy, because as long as a happy mouse doesn't try to escape the trap, right? They want to send us $5,000. Well, that's awful nice of you. And maybe look, how rich we would be right now if they hadn't started milking that thing from, I don't know, 1912. Immediately they were working out ways to steal that money. It's in fact, I ran through a GPT that said it would be, I don't even know, I can't pronounce the word. It's not trillions, it's quadrillions. It'd be quadrillions. If they already come up with like 3 trillion or some shit in the first fucking month, it's quadrillions of money, fake or otherwise, that are gone. But I don't, blows my mind that American citizens participate in that as a job and fucking are okay with it. $56 million a fucking week in cash going on airplanes out of New York City to fucking Al Qaeda as they shot and killed our fucking brothers, our nephews, our neighbors, our parents. There's no soul. They have no soul. I don't even know how they're here. They have no soul. Unbelievable. And the thing is, I get it. You got to pay bills. You get a job, and maybe you went to college and you don't expect it. You're working for the IRS and you're just fucking destroying people's lives illegally. We're still taxed so much. If they do away with the income tax, which it was never designed to be here permanently, We only had it like 2 years in the late 1800s to pay for a war, money back to France or some shit, and then it was redacted because it was not supposed to be permanent. It wasn't sold as permanent. It's not a permanent fixture. What's it been, 80 fucking years? It is so ginormous at every fucking division. 555 agencies report to the federal government, to the president. Some are agencies, some are departments. The number is quadrillions of money. If we had that, or even just the tariff situation, that's how it was run before. That's how it was set up before. Let them pay our taxes if they want to sell shit here, and that's fine. But you think you're going to do away with sales tax, gas tax, hotel tax? We are taxed to fucking death. 46% of your income goes to a tax or a fee. This is the way it is. I did the math, and I'm not a mathematic. ChatGPT did the math. I just made a video of it because I'm a really good digital whatever guy. But that's great. No, we don't pay state income tax in Florida, and hey, I ain't bitching about it. Saves me probably some money. But here's the deal: give us $5,000 per person that paid taxes. I don't know if it's per paid taxes or what. I owe you motherfuckers $9,000 from 3 years ago because I ain't had a fucking job since October of 2022 because you destroyed my fucking career in IT because there ain't no fucking jobs. Me and 100 million other brothers who also, I started out with nothing and I got about half of it left in my life. But that's absurd, man. And so great. You know what they're doing, right? It's called the boomerang. The boomerang is with the money. So they're going to give it to you, but 90% of America that participates in the system has a job and pays taxes and they're going to use to pay off your credit cards. Like we got credit cards back. We just sold our house. We literally just sold our house. Didn't make as much money as I wanted to because it went nosedive from April through till 2 weeks ago and sold. But we still made some money. But guess what? That's divvying out to clear our debt. Thank God we're in a position we will be able to clear what little debt we had left on credit cards. I couldn't. No job. I lost 6 figures plus. Trust me. 30 years in IT and senior management. But the thing is, all that money they're given, for most of it, except for the ones they're going to spend it on, cocaine and whores and things like that. I was 20 years of motorcycle club life, But anyway, they're going to get it back. It's a boomerang. You give it to them. What they're doing is they're letting you out of that debt. So you can go create more debt and be a debt prisoner, which is exactly what 75% or more of American people are going to do. Not me. I'm done. I'm done with I'm like Germany. I'm like Saddam Hussein. I'm like Putin. Yeah, I'm like them because I'm telling the central bank to go fuck itself. I ain't participating in your system anymore. Now 2 of them got annihilated by the little army men. The little blue helmets started this shit, and then their warmongering profiteers over there in that state of who get the shit rolling, and then the almighty U.S. comes in and finishes it off because that's where they have us. That's why they own us. That's why the little state over there from 1940, the state of 1948, owns us because they go down that road. But all I'm saying is that it will never get fixed. So it might be leaning your way, and they're going to give you that money, and they're going to get it back within 6 months. They don't give a fuck. They own the central bank, the World Bank, all of that. We're debt free, paying it off. If I ever get a job again, besides Boober, which I don't make no money doing that, we're in good shape, and we ain't gonna go back in debt. I will not participate. Cash only. You know what? I lived the first 10 years of my life for 15, young man, pretty much destroying my credit the first 3 fucking years, and then paying for it for the next 10, and then paid everything off, got my credit score well up, way up. And then it's not in our control. Every 4 to 8 years, the fuckery begins over there at the clown carnival, and we pay for it every fucking time, man. Every time. And I hope the millennials and the Z's or whoever, I hope they're fucking smarter than us, man. Because they seem to be like, could you imagine the dividends we could get? We, as American citizens, 300 million, 350 million, whatever it is. At this point, 80 years later, if that money was handled properly, we wouldn't be working fucking who says from now to the end of the fucking planet that we have to work 40 hours, 60 hours a week, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, all the time away from our family, not raising our kids, while they indoctrinate them with whatever they want while we're not there. Who says it has to be that way? Oh, well, somebody did, obviously. Because I'm going to tell you what they want. They don't want your money. They make it up as they go. They literally say, we make up money anytime we want to. We need the Fed, who's not even we're going to go down that road either right now. But they don't want your money because they have fake digits. They just don't give a shit, man. It's even going worse with the cryptos. It doesn't even exist. As long as you believe it's worth a credit. I'll have the Taco Bell packets that we used to have cases of back at the clubhouse 10 years ago. Because if Armageddon ever showed up, your little digits that shit on a spreadsheet ain't worth nothing. But if you want your roadkill to taste like fire sauce, you'll be trading something for me. I'll get a knife or some ammo out of you. But I'm telling you, they want your time. That's what they want. And that's what they've worked on for 3,000 years is your time. The last thing they want humanity doing is coming together and saying, realizing we don't need we don't need paper. We don't need dirty linen paper and fucking shiny rocks to trade with each other. If there's aliens here, which the government said there is, and everybody said, my God, there's actually aliens on this planet. There's like X number of species, what the fuck ever. And there's some are living in the ocean. Oh shit, I'm running late for work. That's their mentality. They're so fucking it's not like, oh my fucking God, go get something to make sure we're protected. What are we going to do? I mean, is there really? And then pursuing it, say, hey, you motherfuckers, how long have you known they've been here? Because you've had them in your basements, at the government for like fucking 80 fucking years. I mean, how do you think we went from shitting in a box to fucking where we are today? In 100 fucking years, it took 3,000 years. Before that, we were still shitting in a box in the woods. Or didn't even have a box at that point. We're just shitting in the woods like a bear. But all of a sudden we have all this. Where do you fucking think all this technology came from that quick? They're getting tired of waiting on our dumb fucking asses. And they're like, look, man, we're going to give you some fucking things here because I've been in telecommunications and data for 30 fucking years, man. From day one. Started pulling my first cables in high school. And I still don't know how the fuck fiber works. What the fuck? You can't package shit like that and send it all over the goddamn world and just it magically gets there and it sounds just like me and you? Witchcraft. I'm telling you, alien technology. But anyway, since our government can't seem to keep it real, including documents, or their shit together, I will just tell you, my brothers and sisters of the world, it may get ugly. I doubt it, because everybody's pretty much got to be at fucking work. They're running late. They got to get to work. If we could just trade love and compassion instead of fucking dirty cotton linen fucking paper and shiny rocks, man, we are so many thousands of years away from actually being a true civilization if we make it that far. Keep it real.